What's going on, boys? Week 12 recap, locks giving preview. Good to be back in first place. Madelon held it for a little bit, probably a little bit too long for anyone else in the league's liking. I know he's got a little bit of the luck. Maybe it's on his way out. I don't know. We'll get back to that when we talk about his matchup. But let's go through this past week's matchup. We'll start with the good 6-7 seed matchup between Goldie and Vic. We have a new Vic team name for Vic, an Amon-Ra shout out. That guy deserves every team name in the league. We should all just name our team after Amon-Ra. Guy's the GOAT. But not good enough to take the dub over Goldie. Goldie has Jalen Waddle, Jonnu Smith, the best two Dolphins pass catchers go off for a combined 50. Takes the dub pretty handily over Victor. No real concern there. No Monday night gas. Nice, easy win. Next matchup, we've got Max versus Quez. This guy, Quez team is just cursed. I don't even know. The team's definitely good enough to make the playoffs, but they just lose games they gotta win. And this week's another one of those. Max just puts him down. I needed Quez to win. They couldn't even put up 110. Just a kind of sad showing, but is what it is. And Quez will see them in the lottery again, I guess. Next one, we got Mash versus Avi. Another one that's not even a matchup. This time, Mash is just totally back, and I don't even know what to say about that. Just insanity. 6-game winning streak, I think. 5-game winning streak. Ridiculous. But it's good to see Mash back in the playoffs. Playoffs aren't playoffs without Mash in it, as sad as that is to say. All right, next we've got Teddy versus Matt, this is my new take for the year. Madelon magic that was going on early in the season. I think Goldie just took it away. That's my take. I'm going to sit on this take. I thought that Madelon has every lucky break going his way. He's got this guy, Godwin, Mixon, Derrick Henry's best player in the league. I think once Mike held on in that Monday night, it was over. Madelon magic is over, declaring it done. He gets Jack this week. It's an obvious, easy win, but doesn't matter. Madelon, luck, it's done, over. And then my matchup versus Jack, not even worth mentioning. But I think it kind of leads us up to probably what is going to be the most exciting week of the year, just matchups-wise. It's pretty freaking crazy. We have me versus Max. Winner gets the bye, loser gets the 3 seed. Basically, it's just kind of locked in that way no matter what happens, just because the way the matchups play out. Madelon gets Jack this week, so that means that he's going to go to the 1 seed unless I win. If Max wins, it probably won't be enough, but yeah, so that's the situation right now. And then next week, Max gets Mash. So maybe there's a chance if I lose, I can get back into it. But if Max loses this week, he has no chance at the bye. So it really just comes down to that for Max. If Max wants the bye, he has to win this week. Should be very exciting. Then we get 5-7 Teddy versus the 6-6 Vic. And we have Teddy's entire team going on Thanksgiving. We have Caleb, Gibbs, DJ, Neighbors, CD, JMO. His entire team's playing on Thursday. So basically, what he had Sunday, the 1 p.m. slate go off for 180. Maybe this time he'll have Thursday go off for 180 too. And that matchup's pretty important just because the way that it's all set up. Teddy has the points to jump up all the way to 6th place with a win over Vic. He needs a little bit of help with the Quez loss, but if he beats Vic, he's he's in the playoffs. That's really, and obviously Gold needs to lose too, but that leads us right into our next matchup with the Komash versus Goldie, the 2-5 versus 1-6 rematch. I don't even remember what their records were at the beginning of the year, but both of them very much in line for a playoff spot, controlling their own destinies. Goldie takes a win this week, he will probably make the playoffs. I mean, maybe because of the points he might need 8 versus everyone else needing 7, but it seems like his fate's in his hand. He has to go through it, and we'll see if he really is G. No Smith. The truth is, we did write him off. That could be pretty fire. Be like, oh, we wrote him off. The guy didn't write back. He's just like, we're G. I kind of love that. And that leads us to our last matchup of the week, which is Quez versus Ovi, which again, just like I said with Teddy, he has the points. A win just takes him right into the playoffs. So, as cursed as Quez is, 1 win and you're in. That's really all that simple. You win this week, you're in the playoffs, control your destiny the last week of the season. So, yeah, that's kind of where we are at now, week 13. And now let's get to the fun part. I was doing some research into our picks this week for Locksgiving, and we're going to drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. Carol, give me a crazy look. You know what a drum rolling is? All right, here we go. Now let's scratch the table. Rome Odunze, 42.5 receiving yards. Here's the logic right here. Back-to-back weeks with 10 targets for Rome. They are playing against the Lions. They're going to be losing. A lot of passing to be happening this game. I was looking at team rankings, and the Lions let up like a little bit over 220 yards per game to receivers, or no, just receiving yards, which is like the 6th most in the league. 6th most per game. Rome can easily go for 43. Could do it in 2 plays. So that's the pick I like for this week. Rome Odunze, 42.5 yards. Other matchups that are pretty favorable, but the lines are a little bit weird. I saw Rico Dowdle 68.5 rushing yards against the Giants. Giants are absolutely dreadful against the run, and I don't want to lock that in as my Thanksgiving play because I bet on Rico Dowdle 2 weeks ago and he screwed me. But last week he had 19 carries, 86 yards, so 68.5 is doable. I may come back and stamp that as a pick, but as of right now, we're not there yet. Even to Rico Dowdle touchdown, but that game's going to be so ugly, so I don't really want to bet too many touchdowns in that. Anyways, we're going to stick with the 1 for now. I'll come back probably with a good text in the chat for other picks if I want to make a Locksgiving card. But let's go 1 for 1. That's all it is. Let's just go 1 for 1. Rome Odunze, 42.5. There's altability there. If you want to go for that, you're more than welcome. 10 targets back-to-back weeks. Let's go. Let's get in the first quarter. Let's just not even sweat. Let's just rip 2 catches, 45 yards, call it a day. Rip it in the first. All right. Shabbat shalom. Let's do it.
Tina Turner, buy a furnish, eat Italian, shop in Paris, drive a German. David Yerman, every summer, Pee Wee Herman, Tina Turner, buy a furnish, eat Italian, shop in Paris, drive a German. David Yerman, every summer, Pee Wee Herman, Tina Turner, buy a furnish, eat Italian, shop in Paris, drive a German. Taught my bitches how to whip it, now they whipping, fast learners, chicken heads, whipping chickens. I feel like a black colonel, Louis Vuitton, ballin' like Mr. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Saint Laurent. I been had the green light, I blew the horn. Come on, fuck we waiting on my nigga, move along. Grass is greener on the other side, I never do the lawn. Deep as water, see the Carter, made me feel like Peter Parker, Theodora, double Laura, treated like a Ford Explorer. See no evil, neither horror, my bitch I shink it Kimura. Run them out like Jack and John, Bishop Gory the Thesaurus. Pretty Tony, pretty Ricky Martin, Martin Lawrence Taylor, Taylor Swift, Taylor made in China, Black Mamba, baby mama, Lady Gaga, wait Rihanna, ball heart, Sinead O'Connor, David Yerman, every summer, Pee Wee Herman, Tina Turner, buy a furnish, eat Italian, shop in Paris, drive a German. Black China, Black Mamba, baby mama, Lady Gaga, wait Rihanna, ball heart, Sinead O'Connor, Ball, Sinead O'Connor, yo. Ball. David Yerman, every summer, Pee Wee Herman, Tina Turner, buy a furnish, eat Italian, shop in Paris,
It's Moolah, baby, know you heard me. Got the game, I'm talking early. Twiz